Hi everyone, Angus Pryor from Dental Profit System bringing you this week's Marketing Monday, the weekly show designed to give you actionable tips to boost the marketing at your dental practice. This week the topic, what's the score? Now recently I was watching a show called Shark Tank. Don't know if you've seen it, really cool show. Well, I like it. The way that the show works is entrepreneurs come in and they pitch a particular idea in front of five, I gather, rather wealthy business owners. And if the business owner likes it, they can sort of make an investment in the business and share in the profits. The particular one that I saw that piqued my interest was a guy who had a scoreboard, a bit like you would see in a suburban sports ground, or like the ones you'd see maybe at the soccer where they hold it up and they've got two numbers, you know, this player on, this player off, this sort of thing. This guy's particular scoreboard was more for the suburban style and he had a pretty cool system. But he got me to thinking about something, which is about the scorecard, what the scoreboard is for your practice, for your business. Which led me to the point about technique versus result. Now, if you go and see a football game or whatever your favourite sport is, at the end of the day, what you're really focusing on, of course, is the result. You hope that your team is playing well. You hope that they do the things right, but at the end of the day, the thing that you remember is they won, they lost. I think it's a little bit like this with dental practices. Sometimes we get very focused on the techniques and let's face it, the dentists have been to university for years and years. The dental assistants have done some study as well. And so it's, you know, that's your world and that is the product that you deliver. The challenge with that is that it's really the result is what the patient's buying. In the same way, when you go to a football match, you really want to know what the result was. So that should be the focus for your dental practice. It's not as though you come back from a football game and you go, wow, I really liked the way he carefully dropped the ball onto his foot and how fantastic the angle of his foot was when it touched the ball. Not at all. You look for the big picture and you look for the result. Well, it's the same with your patients. In terms of action steps then, I want you to have a look at any of your marketing materials and also really think about the words that you say to your clients in the consult room or indeed out at the counter. Try to turn that technique, today we're going to do X, Y and Z, into what the result is for them, because at the end of the day that's what the patient's buying in a sense. A couple of words that you can use to make that transition is this means. For example, if you're describing an implant and you can talk about all the technology and how it all works, but at the end of the day for the client what you're saying is, and what this means is, you know, you'll be able to bite into an apple and feel confident. It'll feel as solid as though it was a natural tooth. So that's a way of turning that technique into results, because at the end of the day, when you're talking about what's the score, it's the result that the patient wants. Now, if you've got any other questions that you'd like covered on a future episode of Marketing Monday, get across to dentalprofitsystem.com, get in touch and we'll try to cover that in a future show. All right, that's it for this week. Angus Pryor signing off. See you next week.